Hello, this is Kara from Kara Tarot with a general reading for Tuesday the 23rd, 2025. This is September. And today I am using the Dreaming Way Tarot and the Dreaming Way Lenormand. And I'm doing two different spreads by On Your Broom. And I'm going to be combining them into one reading, one with the Tarot and one with the Lenormand. These spreads are ones she posted just a day or two ago. They might be a little bit late. The New Moon in Virgo is the name of one of the spreads, and the other is the Mabon Tarot spread. So I think we're still in Mabon. But I start with, I've already shuffled and cut these, so I start with the New Moon in Virgo. What needs clearing? How to stay grounded, and where to focus. And the Mabon Tarot spread is present emotional need, I'm always doing housekeeping, I'm so sorry. I can never figure out where my limits are here. Present emotional need, what to leave behind, blessings, and advice on expressing gratitude. And I thought they would fit together beautifully there. Okay. So I'm going to start with the New Moon in Virgo spread. What needs clearing? My house needs clearing. They're absolutely right. And I'm in the middle of it. I'm kind of in the middle of an extended culling of unnecessary items. It may be lifelong, I don't know. But the King of Hearts is associated with this. The house is generally very good news, but your home, what needs clearing? I would agree that my house needs clearing in a whole lot of senses, so maybe that's true for you too. This is a general reading, not just for me. How to stay grounded. Lilies. Lilies are the kings of spade, and I'm going to look this one up. I'm not as familiar with Lenormand. I know the house is stability and good things. Lilies, more harmony. Harmony, sexuality, purity, virtue, status, legality, and regal. There are two quotes here. I might go back to the house. Let me go back to the house. If there's a quote for everything, yes, there is. Benjamin Franklin's quote, "A house is not a home unless it contains food and fire for the mind as well as the body. Structure, stability, comfort." That was what needs clearing. And I personally think that's a constant state of affairs. Keeping your house in a place where it is that comfortable place where you can sit down and relax and feel fed emotionally, mentally, and not feel that it's a constant state of work. It's a balance that has to be struck. How to stay grounded. Well, the lilies, here are two quotes for this. Elizabeth Barrett Browning, quote, "And lilies white, prepared to touch the whitest thought, nor soil it much of dreamer turned to lover," end quote. And from Julia C.R. Dorr, quote, "And the stately lilies stand fair in the silvery light, like saintly vessels, pale in prayer. Their pure breath sanctifies the air as its fragrance fills the night," end quote. So how to stay grounded this is your highest self. I think that's the simplest way to put it. these are your highest virtues, with a capital V as well as a lowercase v for virtue. This is it. Also, this is the King of Spades, which means there's this cutting through availability. As much as this is the loving and caring, this is the ability to cut through what's unnecessary, and they sort of are reflecting each other in that. Where to focus? The lady. The quote for this. This has no quote. This is the Ace of Spades. Interesting, that one has no quote. Now, for me, this is me. Where to focus is me. If you're a woman, that's you. If that is your partner, it might be your partner. This is the Ace of Spades. This is the beginning and thoughts and communication, and all of the aces are good fortune. So this is a very fortunate new moon in Virgo spread. This is, if it's you, then it would be focusing on yourself. She is facing the lily. So these are all the highest virtues that we talked about. And of course, by virtue of facing this way, she's also facing the home. So these are all intrinsically connected with sanctification of the home. This is a great time of year for that, as we move indoors more, to be thinking about making sure that the home is this refuge in all senses. Now, moving on to the Mabon Tarot spread. Your present emotional need. There she is again. Here's the Queen of Swords. So we have the King of Swords. Here's the Queen of Swords. Looking to the past. Your present emotional need is trying to clear up things from the past. Here she is, all dressed in white. The purity here. What you need to leave behind. The Six of Wands. Now, such a positive card, literally forward-looking card, with his back to the things of the past, moving forward in great recognition and celebration of achievements. But for any of us who have achievements, that's like when you have a great review in a theater production, it's nice. It's not, but you still have to do the performance. You have to maintain your performance the next night. And actually, one of the reasons I love working on stage is, in that respect, it is the actor's medium, in that we maintain the performance every night. We go in there and give the same level of commitment and energy and emotion to the reality. So what to leave behind is kind of just leave your past laurels behind. The horse is looking straight out at us while he's not. He's more concerned with the people around him, and you should be that too. But if you hear an odd squeaky sound, it's my dog chewing on her rubber toy. So what needs to be left behind? Notice he's not looking at what needs to be cleared up, what needs clearing. He's looking more to the horizon. So he's definitely forward-looking, and he is leaving things behind. He's leaving the past worries, the things that need to be cut away. He's already moved on. What are your blessings? Lots of swords today. So a lot of this is going on in your mind, in your thoughts, in the things that you're ruminating on. Now he's, again, moving towards the past. His blessings, the blessings are these blessings, that you have achieved accolades, that you do have the stability of running your own home. And those are blessings, and he's rushing towards them. And this kind of creates a circle here of forward and backward, of looking back, clearing it up. And this is exactly what I was talking about up here. It's an ongoing cycle of keeping your home grounded. The Knight of Swords often also is, as someone recently said, knights are trying to achieve the impossible. And so you have to think about, if this is your blessing, what is the impossible deed that you are trying to achieve? And looking at this horse, I think this may be the same knight. This is the knight having accomplished and come home and gotten accolades. And this is continuing on with the work. But a lot of the work, again, is clearing up the past. And then finally, advice on expressing gratitude, of course, the Queen of Cups. So we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. So the Queen of Cups is loving, thoughtful, nurturing, all these wonderful things, but also resting in her power. And that is a way of expressing your gratitude, is sitting with it. Sitting with, as opposed to this queen who looks like she might have to get up at any moment. She is holding on to her love, holding on to those she loves, and sitting and thinking about how best to care for them, much in the same way she is. Wow, what a parallel reading. And I'm going to add an additional action from the bottom of the Lenormand deck. Well, he's not really in action. He is, but that's the Ace of Hearts, and that's adding more to this. And he is, like this person, looking forward to... Listen to this noise. This is the noise she's been really into this toy again for the past few days. I've been living with this noise, this squeaky noise. So the man of the Ace of Hearts, he's looking at the child, actually. He's looking at the child. So again, this is figuring out who is the one that needs the most care. And that's what all the rest of this is for. So I would say this is an action card. This is keep your sights on the one that this is for, or the one or the ones that this is being done for, because that makes the rest of it very easy to do when you keep in the forefront of your mind who it's for. This is Kara from Kara Tarot. May you be granted clarity today as you continue on with the things that help make your house a home. Thank you.